What's up, YouTube? This is James coming back at you with another informative video. I hope all is well with y'all brothers and sisters out there on this Monday. I'm doing real good myself. I had a very nice, relaxing Shabbat weekend and everything, and I hope everything went well with y'all, also. Before we get into this particular article right here, I want to address just a few things among the naysayers of what they got to say about Grandmaster Jay and the rest of the brothers and sisters that's, standing for Breonna Taylor. Over the weekend they went to Louisville, Kentucky to address the situation about Breonna Taylor's death and why there has not been arrest for those the rest of those three rogue officers who barged in that night and murdered this young woman and then locked her boyfriend up simply because he was protecting him and his woman like any man's supposed to do. You understand? But we got these people that are our people, that's among us. You know what I'm saying? That just really, disrespectful, man. They ain't shit as far as I'm concerned, because we hear all this all the time about how we need more Malcolms and less Martins. And then when we get Malcolms to stand up, and Sir Jonah Truth's sisters, you know what I mean? Harriet Tubman's, and what have you, to stand up, guess what happens? We get these niggas that's among us as Hebrew children, just like Korah and his band back in the day before the Most High told everybody to back up, you know what I'm saying? And let the earth open up and swallow them motherfuckers. You see what I mean? Well, we got them people, we got them same type of people among us to this day. Because every damn time a brother stand up to do what they crying about needs to be fucking done, next thing you know, they talking all kinds of shit about him. He's an agent. You know what I'm talking about? He likes Becky's and all that bullshit. And don't nobody know. You can imagine what they doing in their own personal life. Y'all just don't know it. Y'all just don't know what these naysayers, the ones who's coming out, painting smear campaigns on this brother right here, Grandmaster Jay. Better know, his birth name is John Fitzgerald Johnson. You see? But better known as Grandmaster Jay. I admire to my heart what this man right here is doing. You see? And until I see proof that this brother is some sort of agent and working with the FBI and all that old bullshit, until I see proof of that, fuck what everybody else has got to say against him. That's just the way I feel about it. You see? Because these ones that's talking ain't going to do a goddamn thing. Somebody bust off some caps and shit. The ones that's talking will break their goddamn neck getting out the way. You understand what I'm saying? They will break their neck. They will run over you. Might kill you. Stampede your ass getting out the way. They ain't combat ready. Not even for urban combat. They're not ready. But they always talking about what we need to do. We need to do this. We need to do that. But like I said, whenever somebody stand up, look, it's not so much. You know what I'm saying? We already know that a lot of white people, I've been seeing a lot of white people, discrediting, these brothers and sisters and what they're doing. I expected that. But what I don't expect, and damn it, what I don't like is we got our own doing the same damn thing. That's bullshit, man. This is the reason why we can never fucking get anywhere as a people. This is the reason why. So guess what? When we separate from you motherfuckers too. All you motherfuckers that's waiting to fucking put a brother and a sister under scrutiny because you sit back silently hating. That's what it boils down to. You are a fucking hater. If it ain't about you, you ain't jumping up doing nothing. Ain't nobody giving you no motherfucking shine about nothing. Well, guess what? The one that is doing something, and not doing it for shine, but doing it because they feel it's right. You sitting on your ass hating, talking about somebody agent. But guess what? Let me tell you who the agent is. The agent is the one that's working with the powers that be, the white political structure. You see what I'm talking about? To discredit what a brother and a sister stand up and do. The first one that want to holler about, oh, don't trust him, he's an agent and all that. That's your agent right there. It's a lot of fake ass Booker T. Washington type motherfuckers among us. Some of them are beloved to us, but yet still, their hearts are foul. They black-hearted motherfuckers, man. You can't trust what they say. Excuse the rant, people. But I felt like I need to say something, in defense of Grandmaster Jay and the rest of the brothers and sisters, better known as the NFAC, the Not Fucking Around Coalition. That's what that is. Now, let's get into this story. Heavily armed protesters marched through Louisville demanding justice for Breonna Taylor. All right. And here they go right here, Here go your Malcolms right here. Here go your Nat Turners right here. You see? Harriet Tubmans, they in there. All of them. See? And like I said, instead of throwing, shine and being glad that somebody's finally standing up, you got these weak ass motherfuckers among us talking shit. And that's all they're going to do. Now, to continue, demonstrators against racial injustice continues across the U.S. on Saturday with protests in Kentucky, Colorado, and Texas, where one person was shot and killed. A group of heavily armed black protesters marched through Louisville, Kentucky, demanding justice for Breonna Taylor, a black woman killed in March by police officers who burst into her apartment. Scores of the demonstrators, carrying semi-automatic rifles and shotguns and clad in black paramilitary gear, walked in formation to a fence of intersection where they were separated by police from a smaller group of armed counter-protesters. Now, these were some other little, whoever they was, little white motherfuckers, little wannabe G.I. Joe types, you know what I mean, they pretty much just said they was there to protect, people's rights and all that. Nobody needed them, you know what I'm saying? But they just had it in their little hearts and their little nuts. Well, we need to do something because if we let these niggers march through our town like this, we're going to be looked at as weak, And I'm sure a lot of them, when they seen a lot of these brothers and sisters, they had to go and be clean. You know what I mean? They had to go and check themselves, you know what I'm saying? And shit. But I digress. To continue, the black militia, dubbed NFAC, want justice for Miss Taylor, a 26-year-old emergency medical technician who died in a hail of gunfire when drug investigators bearing a no-knock warrant entered her Louisville home 4 months ago. One police officer involved in the raid was fired by the city's police department in June. 2 others have been placed on administrative reassessment. No criminal charges have been filed against any of the 3. See, this is what the problem is. The leader of the NFAC group, John Grandmaster Jay Johnson, called on officials to speed up the investigation into her death and to be more transparent. Nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. Because hey, look, this is what it's about. See? If you don't tell us nothing, we're going to think you ain't doing nothing, Mr. Johnson said in a speech according to the Louisville Courier Journal. 3 members of the group were hospitalized with non-life-threatening injuries when a weapon was accidentally discharged, police said. Now, what that brother said, what actually happened was that it was a older brother out there, and he had a shotgun. But this particular, these was one of these kind, is either single barrel or 2-barrel type. And it's just like where you put the bullet, you know what I mean, the shell inside of the barrel. You understand? And it's just there. You know what I'm talking about? It's not like pumping this mug and then loading it, in the barrel. But anyway, it was very hot out there, they said. It's 95 some degrees and high humidity, And the dude fainted, and when he fainted, the gun fell and discharged and hit cement. And shrapnel, whatever they call shrapnel, actually hit 2 or 3 other people. That's what that was. That's all that was. But you got other people talking about, oh, they don't know what they doing and they shooting their own people and all that kind of bullshit. See? But to continue, Miss Taylor's death, which returned to prominence following the May 25th suffocation in Minneapolis police custody of George Floyd, has become a rally cry in nationwide protests against police brutality and racial bias in the U.S. criminal justice system. In downtown Austin, Texas, one person who was killed when several shots were fired amid a Black Lives Matter protest on Saturday, authorities said. Footage posted during a Facebook Live showed the moment when several shots rang out as a group of about 100 people marched and chanted, "Fist up, fight back." Notice they started saying stuff like that after they, seen NFAC. See, In conclusion, in the Denver suburb of Aurora, on Saturday, a car drove through a crowd and a protester was shot in the during a demonstration. All right. The Aurora Police Department said on Twitter that protesters were walking on Interstate 225 Saturday when a vehicle drove through. Police said a protester fired a weapon, striking at least one person who was taken to a hospital in stable condition. Authorities said the vehicle was towed and they are investigating. Protesters also broke windows to the courthouse and a fire was started in an office. Police said an unlawful assembly was declared and people ordered protesters to leave the area, authorities said. All right. Yeah, man, see, look. If the U.S. and all these different states don't get these rogue ass officers, off of the police force, it's going to get super bad. Really, really bad. This is just right here at the tip of the iceberg, what we're seeing here in this country. Ain't nobody going for all this police brutality shit. You see? And if the thing is this, if you, the system, the judicial system, don't punish them when they do shit like this, the people are going to start doing it. That's basically what NFAC is all about. This is what I believe. People are going to start standing up and they are leading, showing what needs to be done. You see? And they're going to start standing up, taking care of business for themselves. And then y'all want to holler, you're going to be hollering at vigilante shit. But we can't depend on you as a judicial system to prosecute criminals, whether they wear badges or not. What else is anybody left to do? Now you think about that. See? That's all that boils down to. But y'all tell me what y'all think about this particular situation right here. I'm interested in hearing y'all views and y'all thoughts and opinions on it. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. People, please remember to live your life as though we are being watched. Simply because we are. In spite of everything that's going on, in this country, everywhere. The real powers that be, the Most High, eyes run to and fro throughout the earth. And I see them, and a lot of y'all see them, because I'm pointing them out to y'all. And they watching. And when he gives, the Most High that is, gives the cue to say, take care of business, hey, you want to make sure when those reapers start taking care of business, you ain't on their bad side. This is why I always say, live your life as though we are being watched, because we are. This is James, and I'm out. Peace.